Hello and happy Saturday. Welcome to my fourth and final Facebook Live of this series, should I say, not forever. Pardon me. I'm joining you from a slightly different place today as it's Saturday and the rest of the family are downstairs. So I am coming to you live from my room upstairs so that I can stay out of the way. And I wish I could show you the view. I'm just out here, beautiful tree, and if you can see this kind of flickering, it's just the light coming in through the tree and the noise. I had to keep the windows open because it was too nice a day not to, so apologies if you hear kind of cars and bikes going past. That's because I've got my windows open. So as always, I shall hang around for 2 or 3 minutes before I get going, just to see if anyone's going to hop on live. So while I do that, I'm just going to go in and check that I am indeed live, as I have had a few technical issues this week. There I am. That's excellent to see. And I'm just going to share this into my Facebook group, Business Class. Oh, it's being a bit slow. There we go. Thinking about it. Sorry, there's my phone going off now. Put that on silent. Okay. Right. And share to a group. Wow, it's been super slow. I wonder if my connection's not as good up here. Anyway, we're getting there. It's helping us get to our 3 minutes past mark as well. Right, that's that done. Now then. Okay. It's typical. We hardly ever have any traffic going by, and it feels like we've got like a whole motorbike rally going past at the moment. Okay, so first of all, as always, a quick little introduction. My name is Colette Broomhead, and I help people who want to quit their 9 to 5 for good and create a business doing what they love. So the reason I've been going live for the last 4 days, it'll be now, is to celebrate the beta launch of my brand new membership community, Your Business Lounge. And I created this community as a kind of hub for people who are at that kind of early stages of getting a business started, with the hope, the dream of building that business into something fantastic and being able to leave your 9 to 5 for good. So I'll tell you a little bit more about Your Business Lounge at the end of this live, so do hang around for that. But it's my passion at the moment. I mean, it really is. It's something that I was able to do myself, and I've been so much happier for it. And I just want to help as many people as possible to be able to do the same. So with that, we are now at our 3 minute mark, 3 minutes past mark. So I shall make a start. So this today's live is all about the importance of service. In business, I mean, in this instance, I'm talking specifically about when you're just getting started in business, but actually the importance of service for anyone in business. The reason I'm focusing specifically on people just getting started is partly because that's who I am aiming my membership community at, but also because I think it's especially important when you're just getting started. So before I go into more detail on that, pardon me, let me talk to you a little bit about what I mean by service. Of course, there's customer service, and that might have been what first kind of popped into your mind when you heard or saw the title of this Facebook Live. And yes, customer service is hugely important. And most of my 13-year corporate career was spent in one shape or form relating to the importance of customer service. At the end, you know, if you don't have great customer service as a business, then you are in trouble. So yes, customer service is absolutely key. However, the focus of this Facebook Live is more around service to your other business owners and service to your community, and just kind of being useful in general. So basically, in a nutshell, what I'm talking about is helping people for the sake of helping people with no expectations of getting anything in return, pardon me, no ulterior motive. So it's one thing, customer service, tends to be, because if you don't have good customer service, customers are going to go elsewhere. Then if there's more to it than that, if there's actually a real kind of spirit of wanting to help people, wanting to serve, then that means something different, and that shows. And in order for that spirit to show, it needs to be across the board, not just for your customers, not just for the people who are paying you. You need to have that spirit of service for anyone, whether they're going to be a customer or not. So that's kind of in a nutshell what I'm talking about when I say service and how service is important in business. So first of all, I'm going to give you 5 reasons why service is so important. So the first reason is that when you're just starting out, being of service to others is hugely beneficial because it helps you to see your own worth. So I'm just going to type that in my new fancy Dan tool. Oh, if it'll let me. Apparently it won't let me. Oh, maybe I have to hide it first. There we go. Sorry, I'm still learning how to use this. It's great fun though. So reason 1 reminds you of your own worth. Okay. So yes, when you're just getting started, it's very easy to feel like you're not worth much because you're still at those early stages. You're not necessarily getting customers in at all, or if you are, not many. You're kind of looking around at other business owners who all seem to be so with it and so together, and it can be very easy to feel pretty worthless. And actually, there are so many ways, even when you are just getting started, that you can still be of service. And by doing that, it really does help remind you of what you can do and what value you can bring. And that is so important. So that's reason 1 why being of service is really important. Reason 2 is relationship building. So relationships are so important when you're building a business, whether it be customer relationships, kind of supplier relationships, or just kind of peer-to-peer relationships. I mean, if you've watched any of my other lives this week, I've talked an awful lot about the importance of relationships, whether it be peer-to-peer and having kind of the support of others, having people you can chat to about your business, having people you can celebrate with, who you can commiserate with, and who you can learn from and who can learn from you. All of that is so important, and having that spirit of service allows you to make those connections, to build those relationships, and it also at the same time is going to strengthen your brand and your reputation. If you're going out there and being of service to people, whether they are your customers or potential customers or not, that is only going to do good things for your reputation and in turn for the brand of your business. So that is reason number 2. Reason number 3 is it takes the focus from you. It can be very easy when you're just starting building your business to be, and I mean this in the nicest sense of the word, completely self-centered. You are so focused on how you are doing, how you are performing. Are you going to succeed? Do you feel like a failure? Has something gone wrong? And you get so caught up in your own mind. And if this sounds familiar to you, let me know in the comments. Whether you're watching live or in the replay, let me know in the comments if something's true for you. That kind of idea of getting so caught up in yourself that all you can think about is how you're performing. You compare yourself with others. Should I be here? Shouldn't I be doing better than this by now? Shouldn't that have gone better? Shouldn't I have more likes? Shouldn't I have more follows? All of that stuff, it becomes obsessive almost. All you can think about is that kind of self-judgment. And if you're actually kind of approaching your business more with a sense of service for others, it takes that focus away and it allows you to focus on other people. So that's another really important reason, because it can really, being kind of caught up in that sort of self judgment, that's, that kind of obsession as to how you're doing, what, whether you should be doing better, whether you're doing as well as everyone else, it can really bog you down, and it can really slow you down. And in fact, in some cases, it can completely grind you to a halt. So taking that focus away from you and putting it onto others and how you can help others is really important, is really valuable. So reason number 4 is kind of what goes around comes around. If you're going out there and helping others and doing good things for others and doing what you can to serve others, then people will be much more likely to feel drawn to serve you when the time comes. When the time comes where you need something or when you need some help. If you've been out there helping others selflessly, then people are much more likely to want to selflessly help you. So that is reason number 4. And my final reason for the importance of service is perhaps the most obvious one, and that is it helps people. And who wouldn't want to help people? I would say most people go into business because they have a desire to help people in some way or other. I mean, yes, there are, people want to make money. Of course, we all want to make money. We want to build a better lives for ourselves. But I would say for most business owners, there is also that desire to help, that desire to be of value in society and to offer something. And so reason number 5 for being of service is because it helps people, and it gives value back to society, to your community, and to whoever it is that you are being of service to. So those are my 5 reasons. I've just realised yet again I've forgotten my little comments. I got stuck at reason number 1, so sorry for that. I have got to get better at that. Hopeless. But let me give you a quick summary. So reason number 1, as you've seen up on the screen for some time, is it helps remind you of your worth. Let's go. Reason number 2 was to build relationships. Build relationships and your reputation and brand. Okay. Reason number 3 was all about taking the focus away from you. So getting out of your own mind, getting out of your own kind of self-obsession, and being able to focus on other people is so important. Taking the focus away from you. Okay. Reason number 4, yes, was karma. I don't really want to say karma. I'm not someone that particularly subscribes to karma. But I do believe that, if you go out and help others, people are much more likely to want to help you in return. Let's actually show reason number 3 before we take it away again. Okay, there's reason number 3. Reason number 4. So, reason for what goes around. Okay, and then my final reason number 5, is simply because it helps people, and who wouldn't want to help people if they can? So, reason 5. Your help. Okay. So hopefully I have convinced you of the importance of being of service in your business. Now, let me give you a few examples. If you're kind of sat there thinking, well, that's all well and good, Colette, but how on earth can I be of service? I'm just getting started out. What have I got to offer? Let me tell you, you have a lot to offer. So let me give you a few examples. I was kind of scrolling through my notes here to remind myself. So, of course, whatever it is your business is for, it is probably a kind of skill or experience that you have that others don't. So of course, that is a key area where you can be of help to others. Now, I'm not saying you should be going out and like giving away all your services for free, because of course that is no way to grow a business. So of course you need to charge for your services, but there is also kind of free value you can give too. So at in its simplest form, answering people's questions with no ulterior motive. So my usual example here is, of course, Facebook groups, where I think this happens most. So in Facebook groups, that's the place people will often go to ask a question if they're stuck with something. It's also the place where people will often go to promote themselves and to get themselves out there. And it's a delicate balance, because I would say, yes, that's, a very useful thing to do on both sides. However, if it gets to the point where all you're doing is thinking about how I can promote myself and not how I can help the other person, then you're kind of getting into dangerous territory, and you're getting into territory where actually you're not going to do yourself, your reputation or your brand any good at all, because people will see right through you. People know the difference between someone who is genuinely trying to help and someone who is just out there to promote themselves and their stuff. So be really honest with yourself. Go into those groups with the spirit of just wanting to help. Don't go in with the ulterior motive. Just by helping, you will be promoting yourself. If you give someone a really well thought out, really helpful response, they are going to want to kind of check you out. They're going to think, who is this helpful person? And they're going to go and check you out. And they will potentially then find your Facebook page, find your business page, and potentially that could then form the start of a new relationship for you. If you go in there kind of just like link dropping and, promoting yourself, people will very quickly be turned off. So go in, answer questions, use your own kind of business knowledge and experience for whatever your business may be, to give value to others in that way. Another way that you can be of service is to give praise where it's due. Who doesn't love to hear someone praising them, someone telling them that they've done a great job? I don't know about you, but it makes my day. A lovely lady in my Facebook group business class yesterday put the kindest, loveliest comment about me. And I cannot tell you, I had a smile on my face for the rest of the day, and even just thinking about it now, it kind of warms my heart. And it makes everyone loves that. So if you've got someone and they've done a good job, or you think highly of them, then don't just sit and think it to yourself. Put it out there. Either tell them privately, or even better, go out and do it publicly on their page, or on their in their group, or whatever it may be. Because goodness me, doesn't that just make your day? Isn't that? It takes so little effort from you, but it makes such an impact on that person. So a few words of praise will go a huge way. I've also written, do as you would be done by. So a lot of being of service is just thinking about how you would like people to act with you. How would you like people to treat you? So if someone asks you a question, how would you like to be treated if you ask someone else a question? If someone comes to you for help in some way, just kind of always have that in mind. And also things like, content. So not just praising people, but, if you've enjoyed a piece of content or a social media post, help them, like it, actually show that appreciation, share it, comment on it. Think about when you create your own content and how excited you are when someone likes, when someone comments, when someone shares. And, be out there doing that for other people as well. And I'm not saying doing that thing where people just go and kind of like for the sake of liking so that someone will come back and like them, because I hate that. Those are kind of meaningless likes, and actually any relationship built on that kind of like, share or comment is pretty meaningless too. But if you have genuinely enjoyed something, or you've genuinely got something from it, don't keep it to yourself. Go out there, show that to people, and let them sort of see the benefit. Another way to be of service is to be a decent person, to be honest, to be reliable. and in your dealings with other people, whether it be kind of customers, potential customers, or fellow business owners. Be a decent person. There's something about, and let me know if you agree with this, but I think sometimes there's a thing that happens in these kind of online faceless communities where people behave in a very different way to the way they might behave in real life. And it's almost this kind of feeling of like no consequences. And so you can kind of say what you want. And I've seen some real kind of mean behavior. And I'm often really surprised because at the end of the day, you are your business, and whatever you say is you're representing your business with those words. And that kind of, there's this kind of almost kind of schoolyard behaviour in some of these groups that I've seen. And again, let me know if you agree, if you've seen that too. I'd be really interested to know. But don't let yourself get dragged into that, because this is your business that you're representing, and I for one wouldn't want my business represented by that kind of behaviour. Random acts of kindness. I love random acts of kindness. I think it's just surprising someone with something lovely that they're not expecting. What a way to make their day, and what a way to make you feel great as well. Because I mean, actually, nothing makes you feel better than knowing that you've made someone else happy, or you've helped someone else in some way. So think about that. And also, what a great way to build your brand. A random act of kindness is the kind of thing that someone goes and tells their friends. They go and share with other people, and that can only do fantastic things for your business and brand as well. And then lastly, shine a light on others. And this is kind of giving praise where it's due. But it's also, in this instance, what I'm saying is, don't be afraid to promote fellow business owners. Everyone's sort of scared of competition and feels like, you can't help your competition. And yes, of course, there's a balance to be had. But actually, if you are doing your own thing and you have your own brand, then in many ways, your competition shouldn't matter. You will find your people and they will find their people. And if you're recommending, if you know that someone would be better fitted to someone else, then you're doing everyone a favour, including yourself, by being open and honest about that. It's better for you if you're working for people who are a good fit for you. So by recommending someone else when you know that someone's not a good fit for you, that's great for you. It's also great for them, because if you're not a good fit for them, essentially by spending their money with you, they're not getting the same values that they would with someone who was a better fit. And then, of course, you're then helping the other business owner who you are recommending, because you're recommending them. So it's win-win-win. It feels counterintuitive, but it's not. It is a good thing for your business, for their business, and for that customer. So shine a light on others when you see the opportunity. And that is all my examples of how you can be of service to others. So I hope that's helped. I hope that's kind of switched a little light bulb on. Do let me know what you think. I'd be really interested. Sorry if I keep shaking the screen. I've got a bit of a weird setup going on here because I'm sat in my bed. And before I go, I will, of course, mention, let me just hide this comment now. Mention my lovely membership community, Your Business Lounge. That is why I've been going live these last few days, because I want to, each of the Facebook Lives that I have done have been about one of the 4 key pillars that this community is built on. So my first Facebook Live was all around not getting overwhelmed with all the content out there. And that was a reference to our study pillar. So we have a library of online courses that are available to all of our members. And in order to stop that feeling of overwhelm by so much content, we break it down into stages. So you can take a quiz to find out what stage you're at in your business and which of those courses are most kind of relevant for you, which of those you should be prioritizing for you and your business right now. So we have our study section. My second Facebook Live with how you can get support, even when you're just starting out, and it feels like all the kind of coaching online course support out there is like super expensive and out of your budget until you start making money. But without the courses and the coaching support, making money is so much harder and takes so much longer. So I gave a few tips on how you can start getting support straight away. And within your business lounge, support is one of the key pillars. I don't want anyone to feel like they're kind of in it, doing it alone. So there are mastermind calls. There's that kind of peer-to-peer support where people can get together and chat about what they're working on, share experiences, share tips, share wins, commiserate with each other, learn from each other's mistakes. All of that is so valuable. We also have one-on-one coaching opportunities where you can register for a 30-minute one-on-one slot. Anyone is welcome to join the call so that they can still benefit from the discussion going on. But those who register can get that 30 minutes one-on-one time to talk about a specific problem they're having, a specific challenge they're having with their business. And then we also have Q&A sessions, so you can submit a question and get that answered in one of our Q&A sessions. So that's the support element of the membership. The third Facebook Live that I did, yesterday's Facebook Live, was all about the importance of making social connections in business and how it can feel so lonely when you are just getting started. No one you know really kind of gets what you're doing or what you're going through. You're at home, so you don't have that kind of office banter. You don't have those people to kind of have a laugh with or have a moan to if you've had a rubbish day, and all of that stuff. So the importance of creating those social connections. So you've got those people in your life, even if it's online, who understand it, who get it, and who you can kind of let off steam with. So that was yesterday's Facebook Live. Now, the social element of your business lounge, we have plenty of opportunity to create those social connections. We have a private Facebook group. We have a forum where you can go in and join in the discussions there. We also have a virtual office, so you can pop in there and chat to people. And then lastly, if you prefer more of that kind of one-on-one social relationship, you can request an accountability partner. You'll answer a few questions about you and your business, and then you'll be matched to someone who we think is a good fit for you. We'll put you in contact with each other, and then you guys will do the rest. So that is our social pillar. And then today's Facebook Live has, of course, been, apologise again for the kind of apparent motorbike rally that's going on outside. Yes, today's Facebook Live was all about service, and that is our fourth and final pillar within your business lounge. The importance of being of service to others, and so we try and create opportunities for people to be of service to others. So we have a business directory. You can add your own business details to it, and then you can use the directory when you're looking for a product or service yourself, so that you can kind of give your fellow YBL members a bit of a priority search. We also have notice boards. So if you are looking for any particular product or service, you can add that to the notice board. Equally, if you're promoting something, that can go on the notice board. And perhaps you're looking for guest posting opportunities or guest posters. Any of that kind of stuff can go on our notice boards. And then lastly, we have member offers. So each member is encouraged to think of a way they can give an offer to their fellow members. It might be a discount for one of their products or services. It might be a freebie or perhaps a bonus if someone uses your products and services. Whatever that looks like for your business, you're encouraged to think of something. Of course, it's not mandatory. It is entirely voluntary because mandatory service, I'm not sure about that. But of course, the more people who do it, the more offers each one of you gets to benefit from. So those are the four pillars: study, support, social, and service. I am so passionate about it, and I can't wait to start seeing more people in the community. We already have a small wonderful group of people in there. And so far I've been getting some great feedback, which is fantastic. So if you are interested in becoming one of my beta testers, I will be launching at full price next month, and that will be £19.99 per month. That's £19.99 per month. But for now, my beta testers can join at £5 a month for 2 months. All I ask in return is your feedback. You will get access to everything in the membership. And I just want your feedback in return. After those 2 months, you are more than welcome to then sign up at the £19.99 price, or to leave if it's not your cup of tea. No hard feelings. So if you are interested in getting involved, type beta in the comments and you will be sent the details on how to join, and also a few more details on the membership itself. Also, feel free to ask me any questions either in the comments or in my Facebook group Business Class. I'll be happy to answer them. And with that, I shall wish you a very happy weekend, and I shall see you again soon. Oh, before I forget, one more thing. Before I go, if you would like to subscribe to any of my future Facebook Lives to get a reminder before I do one so that you don't miss a thing, then you can type reminder in the comments and that will subscribe you to get just a message in your Facebook Messenger telling you when I'm next due to go live. Okay, have a lovely weekend. Bye, everyone.